Da, 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 da. Hey chat, I'm gonna talk with you guys for a little bit, so don't worry if you're worried about getting spoiled right now. I haven't started any recording, I haven't started anything other than me being here. Why? Because I want to talk with you guys for a little bit about what's gonna be happening this weekend, as well as continue eating, because I am in the middle of finishing my lunch, and probably only a meal. But hello. Dust, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Also, Dust, you cannot be the one to, continue the hype train because you started the hype train, Dusk. So, if anyone wants to support the hype train incoming, then it's literally just 100 biddies. It's less, or it's pretty much $1 if you guys want to start at the hype train. But thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. We are gonna go over to the main screen. Don't worry, there's nothing spoilery or anything like that. I do want to just yap with you guys for a hot second. My plan has been foiled! I know, right? Where's Med, who literally continuously says, "Oh, I'm going to be the top tier of every month." But I'm gonna go over to this screen, which should have already been set up. No, it's not. Why? Oh, I know why, because it's on Valorant. My encoder is dropping like crazy. Hold up. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, there we go. I am remembering every single time I need to pause the frame every single time. Kiwok, you also cannot be the one to do it. You are a part of the hype train already. You literally cannot be a part of- you cannot start the hype train. You and Dusk, both of your guys' subscriptions are the reason why the hype train's even starting right now. Guys. Valorant. Yes. So I'm gonna talk about Valorant. Actually, funny enough. But also, yes, Chris, pokes fingers, please. I didn't do that for the hype train. Oh, you're so surreal. But also, hold on. Let me actually, you know what? I should talk about this. Real quick. So, Dusk, thank you so much for the tier 3 sub for 38 months. Thank you, thank you. And Kiwok, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 36 months. Thank you for the 3 years, darling. Thank you, thank you. Dusk, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. And Kiwok, thank you so much for giving a sub to Roar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope Roar enjoys it. They're at previewing their emotes and all that good jazz. Thank you so much for giving a little bit of love and kindness over. Let me put a song in the background. Why is my FPS still dropping? What is probably in the background that is bugging up to high hell? I don't know. I did that because I'm first now. That's crazy. You are currently the first and only. Nutters. Let me put some background music in for like a hot second. Okay, we'll have this. I don't know what's wrong with my frames, dude. There's problems happening all over the place. But anyways, hello, my lovelies. So let's talk for a second, okay? So number 1. Hi, I hope you guys are doing good. Today is going to be the day we continue onwards with Pre-Shadowbringers. Or rather, technically post-Stormblood, right? We're still technically under the label post-Stormblood, however, we're at the point of it being like pre-Shadowbringers territory, right? So I'm letting you guys know this now, that is what is happening, that is what the current case is. So thumbs up, hoping for the best, you know? Thumb up, nutters. So we're having a good time with that, I hope. We'll have a good time with that, I hope, etc, etc. Dude, I'm losing my sanity with the amount of annoyance that I'm currently having regarding my frames. Why is my frame still popping up? What is possibly making it pop up right now? I don't know. Let me know if let me know if there's been any problems with the frame rate or the lag or anything like that. Okay, chat, please and thank you. Please and thank you. But hello, my lovelies. So, what was I about to say? So, here's the thing, here's some stuff that's going to be happening, right? So, from this point onwards, what I am hoping to do, what my hopeful plan to do is that we are going to be... Is it really because it was in a group? That's so stupid. Okay. I hate OBS. Anyways, so our plan for the remainder of the Final Fantasy streams, for the most part, there might be streams that will be completely different and we're going to do something else, right? But for the most part, what we are going to do for the Final Fantasy streams is we are actually going to be what we are going to be doing is we are going to be recording all of the Final Fantasy streams, right? Actually, at this point, I should probably start recording just to make sure that the recording is not going to be a problem, right? I'm hoping. I'm praying. I'm really praying. Okay. So yes, so the plan at current is that we are going to be recording all of the Final Fantasy 14 streams from now on, and it is going to be put onto YouTube. The reason why is because I know that there's a lot of people who do love Shadowbringers so much, because everyone keeps coming into my chat to be like, I can't wait for you to get to this part, you know, and so on and so forth. So from this point onwards, I think it would be a good idea for us to record it, and also for me to be able to post this onto the LadyOka gaming channel, which should be the main channel, but you know, neither here nor there right now. But yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. With that in mind, the reason I've been testing out this overlay for the last couple of so-and-sos is because of the fact that I've been testing out whether or not this is going to be a good overlay for our streams from now on, especially for the recorded content, which is going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of different recorded content, right? So here's to hoping that it'll all be good and that everything will be well with that regards, okay? Which means, unfortunately, we are not going to have a chat box on the stream. And we're going to minimize a lot of things that will happen. The alerts will show up. It's just, unfortunately, right now, my alerts section is actually just kind of busted. I've kind of made too few mistakes, right now with the alerts. So I haven't been able to actually, like, kind of show, them, you know? I haven't been able to show them off. But I've been tweaking them again, and I just haven't had the time to finalize it. So that's why the alerts are off, unless we have like the big like brown bar at the top that is usually for that. So that's what's gonna happen. We're going to be recording our Shadowbringers reactions, our content for that, which also means that we're probably not going to have any collabs regarding 14 from here onwards, unless we're doing things like maps or anything of the like. When I say collabs, I mean I'm probably not going to have people in call with me, because getting people in call with me during these moments especially are too rowdy, and it ends up making it so that I just lose track of the story. I'm unable to react to stream, chat, and the actual stream, the Discord, and also the like what's happening in the game, and it just becomes a bigger problem for everybody in the end. So that's what we're going to do. Well, I don't know. We're gonna see about how we can do it. But yeah, so I'm not gonna be in call with people unless we're doing like maps or doing off content. It will probably be easier for me to go through this by myself, and plus it brings in the genuine reactions instead of people being like, "Oh, now you're going to this part before I get to that part," and then there's just no point in me playing this game anymore. Honest to God. I would like to say, by the way, Med, because I know you're here, if we are getting into a point of like major spoiler territory where you know everyone's gonna start yapping about, oh my god, I can't, good luck, Oka, you're gonna like, good luck with this next boss fight, good luck with this, if you can just literally turn on emote only mode, I would love you for that. Because we're getting into like harder and harder like points in the story that spoilers matter more. So if you're going to end up spoiling it, I am just gonna ban you from my chat at this point. And I would rather, instead of it being a accidental or intentional spoiler, I'd rather we just get thrown into emote only mode. But I'll have to tell the only mod who knows enough about the story is Med. So hey Med, I'm trusting you to be able to do this every Friday. Thumbs up. I know you're off. You're on mod duty. So, notters. Shadowbringers, man, the memories still burn into my mind. Absolute cinema. Absolutely. And I want to be able to experience the cinema, you know, like on my own accord. Of course, I want you guys to be able to be here and to watch. But of course, but I don't want it to be something that spoils the... I don't want it to be something that ends up spoiling the entire storyline. I've already been spoiled on way too many things when I've gone through Heaven's Ward and also Stormblood, and it kind of, I'm gonna be so real with you, it's not right nor fair that I've been quote unintentionally spoiled, you know? Like, to me, I feel like that's just kind of... I think that's just kind of not right. You know what I mean? And Med, you have full permission to delete every single possible spoiler, intentional or not, and also not, what's it called? Even if it's not a spoiler and people are just memeing about spoilers, you have full permission, by the way, Med. But you know what I mean, chat? I was spoiled on the Hashafont death, which I think is the stupidest thing that any of you guys could do to me, because you guys knew how much I loved him, right? And then I got spoiled on like a bunch of different little things that I'm just kind of like, there's no, like, you could have waited like 2 days and I would have gotten to it. You know what I mean? So I feel like even if you're like, oh, I can't wait for you to get to this fight, I feel like those are the points that just make me unappreciative of those fights or of those moments. You know what I mean? I would rather just be going into this blind. I have a non-spoiler guide, thanks to Dusk, more or less, that will guide me through it. And I also have my own little cheat sheet that does help me to high hell. So, yes, I do appreciate you guys immensely for, you know, being here and being supportive of me, but I also want to be able to experience this game, because if it comes to the point where like every single time I stream this game I'm just gonna get spoiled on something, I'd rather just not stream the game anymore, and I'd rather just go through the story by myself, because then at the least I can appreciate the story more, you know? I don't want it to take away from the emotions. For example, like with what happened with the Dawn Throne, like, political situation, right, in Stormblood. It's not to do with spoilers, but it's to do with distraction. It's like, if I can't be fully immersed into the story and whatnot, then, like, you know, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, probably because of the fact that happened, I really don't have a strong tie to Stormblood as much as I did with Heavensward, right? But it do be that way. And I know that accidents happen, and I know that, you know, things come up, but, you know, in the end, we're here to have fun. And in the end, especially now, I do want to have this be recorded. So this is all going to be recorded content from here onwards. So if I don't pay attention to chat, it's not because I hate you guys. I do look at chat. I may not respond immediately, mostly because of the fact that there might be a story element or something of the like that I want to focus on before I can get to a point where I can talk to you guys to be able to, what's it called? To be able to get to that point. But, and here's the thing that now is going to be a slight worry. Because of what I've just said, right? Because of what I've just said. Where is it? Where is it? It is here. Because of what I've just said, I am turning off most of the redeems. We're not going to have the noise toggle. We're not going to have the no Oka toggle or the not Oka toggles, because it is going to be a slight problem if I'm going to be in the middle of a scene. This happens so often. If I'm in the middle of a scene and what ends up happening is chat puts a wee or chat puts a very loud noise that pretty much interrupts the entire scene, it does kind of become more of a worry to do so than not. Don't worry, these redeems are always going to be available every other time. It's the same thing that Ace Attorney goes through, right? Ace Attorney, like, whenever we do Ace Attorney, it's it has to be story focused or like game focused, right? And having some of these very loud and noisy redeems does kind of bring the mood down a little bit and change it. And it's not every one of you guys, but some of you guys don't know how to read the room whenever, you know, a situation's happening, right? So I don't want there to be a death on screen and then someone does a musical redeem that I'm just listening to for the entire duration of the cutscene. You know what I mean? And I know that you guys would be more understanding of that. You know what I mean? So, please and thank you. Now, I know how you feel. I was right at the apex of the Endwalker story. My friend was like, oh, did you see this, and ruined the entire build-up for me? Yeah, exactly. I know that you guys would not want me to... I know that you guys would want me to experience the story the best I can, and I would want to be able to give you guys the genuine reaction. But if I get told, hey, this person is dead, or hey, like, I can't wait for you to go into this fight, if you tell me that kind of thing, it just kind of dampens the effect of it. I'd rather go into the fight and go, oh, what's this? Whoa! You know? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like there's no reason for me to have to I shouldn't be in a position where I have to worry that if I look at chat or if I look at any kind of context from chat, it's a spoiler. Don't tell me, like, you know, don't tell me, hey, I look forward to you going into the insert specific name battle here, insert specific character, I hope you enjoyed this character, blah, 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 right? It's like, tell me your experiences, or like, oh, I love this character, or oh, you know, fight him, or whatever, I don't know, but like, I would rather it be kind of like chill with that, if that makes sense, right? In the end, we're just trying to have fun, but, you know, I know that you'd rather want my full opinion on that. You know what I mean? Someone dies with a vine boom. That's happened before, pretty much. We've had those kinds of situations happen before, which is not, it's not a bad thing to do, but with a story as serious as this, especially at this pinnacle point of this, of like the game, it does kind of become a worry, you know? It does kind of become like a worry where it's like, we don't want it to essentially ruin the scene that we're in, you know? Anyways, okay, so that's all the 14 stuff out of the way for a second, right? But we, as per usual, I am streaming this on Friday, sometimes Thursday and Friday. It kind of depends on how busy my schedule is for the next 2 weeks. It is still going to be very busy, my schedule. But hopefully by August, we should be able to clear up some things, so then I will be able to stream back again on Thursday and Friday. So that is the hopeful plan, which may or may not be, it may or may not be when we actually hit Shadowbringers. It kind of depends on how much I need to do right now. I still need to do 4.4. Hold on. Let me look over this thing real quick. Meow 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 meow. I need to do 4.4. I need to do the last of the raid. I'm not gonna say it for the sake of Kiwok in here. I need to do the last of the raid series. I need to do the other Alliance raid series. I need to do 4.5. I need to do, wait, was that an Alliance raid or was that a I don't remember anymore. I need to do, there's like 4 more raids situation things I have to do, and then 4.4, 4.5, and 4.55. So, thumbs up! Also, yeah, I haven't done any of the Hildebrand quests either. That's also a big thing. Well, no spoilers should automatically be a case when I'm saying I'm just starting, but Matt, if you can write a message, not an announcement, a message, and then pin it, I would appreciate it. Yes, I haven't gone through Hildebrand yet. Hildebrand will probably be during a kind of like off day whenever I don't want to really do story, but I don't want to do main story, but I want to do story, right? I haven't done coils, I haven't done Hildy, there's a bunch of things that we're still going through. So, thumbs up. 2 last of the raids and 2 trials. There we go. Hi, Sammy. I would assume Eureka is an off-day thing. Eureka will be an off-day thing as well. Probably I'll end up doing Eureka, Hildy, and like... Is there anything else I probably am missing? Something else I'm missing for that. Oka did math and I missed it? I didn't do math. I'm counting the patches. I'm counting the patch numbers. I've gotten level 60. Oh my goodness grief, Kiwok. So I'm taking care of all the Heavensward quests for it now. Oka, good luck! Good luck, Kiwok! Please, I beg of you, message in the chat. Or not this chat. Not in this chat because you're gonna get spoiled. But like in DMs. Message in DMs how your reactions to things. I always appreciate those. But that'll be fun. Anyways, okay. So moving on for a second from the 14 stuff, okay? Moving on for a second from the 14 stuff, okay? Tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming. I know, it's a Saturday. I don't normally stream on Saturdays. Tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming. We are going to be streaming Valorant. It is going to be on a 30-second... What, is it 30 second? It's a 30 second to a minute delay. I don't remember what the delay actually is. It's going to be set for a 30-second to a minute delay. We are not going to be streaming on YouTube. It's only going to be on Twitch. And also, it's happening at 7 p.m. until 10 o'clock. And also, I will not be reading chat as a note. Why? Because that's my tournament, so I can't wait for you guys to watch me die over and over and over and over again. So for 3 games in a row, or 2 games in a row potentially, right? So tomorrow it'll happen whenever the hell we actually start the tournament. Cause we're in the second like rounds of the tournament, so it could literally start at 7 p.m. PST, or it can start at like 6 p.m. PST. Technically, depends on how quick the games go. Depends on how quick the game the hosts and everything kind of clean things up for our section of the tournament. Our matches of the tournament, not others. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing Valorant tomorrow. I'm just letting you guys know that I'm streaming for recording purposes more so than anything. But if you guys want, I know that there is a lot of you guys that want to come in and support. I know that there's a lot of you guys who want to come in and support the tournament, so I will be streaming it from my perspective, because I'm going to be so real. I don't think you guys are going to see a lot of my perspective in tomorrow's stream, or in like the main stream, but I will link the main stream so you guys can watch it with the commentators and everything, and then I will have my stream going just for, again, recording purposes, for you guys to just kind of support on my end, and etc. If we do manage to proceed tomorrow, then we will stream on Sunday as well for the finals, but that's being hopeful. Not theirs. Oka, but with a gun? Yes. Oka with a gun. Not theirs. Also, thank you, Med. I do appreciate it. Also, keep in mind, it's not just intentionally spoils, it's unintentionally spoils. Intentionally spoils is banned, unintentionally spoils is a warning and a timeout. Okay, but things are gonna be coming up, so etc. Also, okay. Now this is a really off-topic thing. I want to tell you guys about the most insane situation that I'm in right now, chat. I want to tell you guys about the most insane thing I experienced yesterday. I'm actually more shocked about it because I don't know how this could have possibly happened, but it's not like a bad thing. It's just like something that I was like, oh damn, really? Right? But more or less, okay? Yesterday, I was taking a little nap because, you know, your girl is eepy. Also, by the way, I'm also running on like 3 to 4 hours of sleep right now. Please, I apologize severely if I start falling asleep in the middle of stream. But yesterday I was taking a little nap because I'm an eepy girl in an in a not eepy world. I'm suffering here. But yesterday I got a call, right? And normally with spam calls, it will say, oh, you know, it's a spam call for this, blah, blah, blah. Or it'll say like a spam detected or whatever on my phone, right? But I look at my phone and it has a caller ID, like an actual name. But I don't have the number saved. So it's not like it's a phone number I recognize, right? But it has a name, and I'm like, huh, that's so weird. I recognize the last name, I don't recognize the first name. That's a little but I didn't answer it because I'm like, oh, maybe it was the wrong number. That's kind of weird. Shrug, you know. So I go about my day, right? And then a few hours later, I get a message, and they say, oh, hi, you know, my name, right? Or my real name, obviously, right? And I'm like, who is this? So I text them back because they're texting me, right? And I'm text them back. I'm like, who is this? And they're like, oh, hi, I'm ex-best friend's like mom, right? The woman that's texting me is my childhood friend from the end of elementary school to the beginning of high school. My childhood friend for God knows how many years. Her mom. But here's the thing. I lost touch with my best friend and her mom and like her family and everything in the middle of high school because I had moved, and even though I literally moved like a town over, like we just couldn't come like to like see each other often, which I think, again, a little ridiculous, but whatever, right? But she messages me and I'm scared. I'm gonna be so real with you, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Because my brother told me that I'm wrong about this, but I'm like, I don't think it's wrong for me to make this really difficult assumption, right? Is it wrong if my ex-best friend's, or if my childhood best friend's mom messages me, right, out of the blue, am I in the wrong for presuming she's dead? Like, not the mom, my friend? Because I'm like, the way that I heard it, right, what, like, she messaged me, I'm like, why? We lost touch so long ago. Why are you messaging me? What's happening? I assumed that my childhood friend was dead. I, like, especially with what's happening, like, yeah, I would be like, yeah, is she dead? I was so confused, right? But I was worried. My immediate, like, I was literally in bed. I stood up and I almost like got sick because I was like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? Why am I getting a message? Why is she contacting me? Right? Like, to me, again, it's not that we like, we drifted apart because of distance, not because of like differences or any kind of like argument or anything of the like, right? So I was like, huh, what happened? She messaged me. She's like, oh, what, like, I was like, oh, hi, like, it's been so long. I hope you're doing well, etc., etc. And she's like, oh, I'm doing so well. What's called? It's good to hear. Like, hold on. Actually, let me like look at my text messages from her, right? Dude, the way I actually genuinely like had a heart attack. I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck happened, right? But she's like, oh, I hope I'm not like, I'm not bothering you or anything, but like, you know, you're one of the only friends that she remembered until now. Like, it's been a very long time, I know, and like, hey, I just wanted to ask, but her birthday is coming up and I'm doing a big birthday gathering. I would love for you to come and surprise her. Keep in mind, since the beginning of high school, I haven't seen her. It is well over a decade later. I graduated in 2016. From 2016 was my high school graduation. So it was like 2014 was the last time I really saw her. 2014. It is 2025 right now, chat. It's been well over 10 years. I haven't seen her since then. I, quite frankly, didn't even realize she still lived here, right? Funny enough, by the way, I'm going to tell you something real funny about her after this, okay? But anyways, she says that, and I'm like, oh my God, that'd be lovely. Do you know what day and time it is? Because here's the thing. My brain forgot when her birthday was. I knew it was somewhere in July, the end of July. I could not remember if her birthday was this weekend or next weekend. And I was kind of panicking because if she was messaging me about this weekend, I was like, dude, I have the tournament. How am I supposed to do this? I can maybe run to the celebration and come back for the tournament. I was scared. It's next week. So, no community night, maybe. Question mark, right? So we'll see. But she's like, oh, it's like next Saturday, like not next Saturday, next Saturday or Sunday. It's gonna be in this it's gonna be in this city. That's where they live right now. And like she's like, oh, it would mean so much, even if it's only an hour, you know, because it'll be fine. Like it's like she hasn't been the same since you two lost in touch, and etc. etc. And I'm like, okay, good to note. I know, I'm understanding kind of like, I think I'm kind of understanding where her mom's coming from, because I remember very clearly that my childhood friend kind of became a different person in high school. She kind of started hanging out with the wrong people after I had left. And again, I just moved a town over. It literally was just moving a town over, but the problem was that because of how far my house was, I had to transfer to a different school. But like I was still a town over. We could have visited. But anyways, she started hanging out with like a different crowd, which I think her mom isn't really happy about. But anyways, besides the point, she wants me to come and surprise her. So I'm like, okay, that's so sweet. Absolutely. I told my sister and my dad, who like remember her very clearly, and they both had oh, that's so sweet. If you need a ride whenever, I will bring you. I'm like, oh my god, that's so funny. Right? They're like, that's so sweet. You know what's really, really funny about this whole situation, right? Obviously, the LadyOka persona has not arrived by this point in time when I was in high school, obviously, right? None of this, right? Which, by the way, kind of brings me a bigger worry of if she asks me for her, like, if we actually reconnect and, like, we're gonna start, like, hanging out more and everything. If she asks me for my Discord, how am I supposed to tell her I only have my VTuber persona Discord? Oh no! I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have like a separate Discord. I only have the LadyOka, like, I only have this Discord. So I'm like, oh shoot. You know, I'm gonna have to like kind of quietly like bring in, hey, listen, this is my online persona, okay? Sweats, right? But here is the funniest thing. Here is the funniest thing. And actually, kind of quite frankly, this is creepy, right? I don't have her number anymore, right? I don't have her number. As far as my understanding, I don't have her email or anything. I don't have any contact with my ex-childhood friend, right? Why is it the last several months, even for the last like year, let's say year, because I think honestly it's been going on for so long. Why has it been that TikTok has been recommending her TikTok to me? I have been unintentionally, because I'm not like asking for these suggestions. It's just they keep giving me this recommendation. Why do they keep recommending my ex-best friend their TikTok to me? So funny enough, I've actually been seeing a few of their TikToks. They're also a Valorant streamer. They play Valorant. How did her mom find your number? My number has been the same since high school. My number has been the same, I think, since middle school. So quite literally, the fact that she still had my number is more shocking than anything. But I've had the same number since, right? Yeah, can't keep crossing fate. Apparently, this is meant to be very clearly, because I've literally had no reason to be in contact with her. My dad brought her up. Like me and my dad were driving to get my retainers and stuff. And because I don't really like the idea of like driving over, so yeah. So my dad, we were driving over to the retainer, like the place for my dentist, right? And it's so funny because it's in the same city as where I grew up, where I was with my best friend, right? And so it's so funny because of the fact that we actually drove by the route that we would normally take for like my dad to drop me off to my best friend's house. And so he brought it up literally like 3 months ago. He's like, oh, do you remember this route? I'm like, yes, I remember this route. He's like, oh, it was good times. There's like way too many coincidences that are bringing me back to her. And I'm like, dude, there is like no way. This is like unbelievable coincidences, right? But also, she's a streamer as well. As far as my understanding, she's a streamer as well. She plays Valorant. By the way, actually, as a small note, she is the reason why I was getting into, she is the first point of contact for me regarding anime, manga, and League of Legends. So if you want to blame anyone for me becoming a weeb in my life, blame her. If you want to blame anyone for me like having a big, strong like love for artists and making sure that artists are treated correctly, blame her. She's big. She was a big weeb. Like she wanted to be a mangaka when she was younger. She played a bunch of very specific games, and like she brought me into those games. Although I played one League of Legends game with her, and I did not enjoy it. This was before you had to buy wards, as a note. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You have to buy wards or else you're not going to get wards. This was before, this was not before you had to buy wards. This was before wards were implemented automatically onto your, like, champion when you walk out of base. Like, it's, like, been that long. She's been playing since, like, beta, that kind of thing. I was just about to say, so you're blaming her for getting into your toxic game? She's the reason why she's the one who introduced me, right? She's the one who introduced me to, so many things, right? And again, like, actually, hold on. Let me say this other thing. She pretty much is, like, the person who, like, I grew up, like, I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for her, for sure, right? So 1000%, like, that's you know, that is something that is, that part of me is very dear to me. However, I will be real, and I'm gonna be realistic here. We are even though there's so many similarities and so much connections pulling us back together, right? I'm very worried that we are just two different people. The way that her mom talked about it, and the way that I've seen her, especially after, like, when I was still, like, seeing how she was behaving in high school, she has very drastically become a different person. And I don't know if it's because of the crowd that she was with. I don't know if it's, like, anything else, right? But she has definitely become a vastly different person. And I don't know if me meeting her is going to spark the we can still be friends portion, right? The worst part about this, by the way, the actual worst part about this is I'm 1000% certain her mom is going to ask me, "Oh, how are you and your mom? How is you and your family?" And I'm going to have to break the news to her on her daughter's birthday that my mom has been dead for 5 years. And I thought about that last night, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be an awful situation. This is gonna be a horrible situation. Oh god. Like, can you imagine the actual atrocity that is going to come up from that circumstance? This is gonna be a legitimate nightmare. But yeah, no, I assume the worst. I'm hopeful for the best, but I'm kind of hesitant because I don't really know whether we are going to be able to mesh well and be friends again. I don't know if we're going to be the same people. Like, I at least for the most part feel like I am the same person I was when I was a kid. For the most part, I visually look different from when I was a kid because I'm wearing the hijab now, obviously. But like, besides that, I feel like I'm still probably the same person I was when I was like 10. I'm still definitely the same height I was when I was a kid, right? But I don't know about her, and I'm just hopeful that maybe her mom is just over worried about like her and that she hasn't changed that much. But saying she hasn't been the same since we lost touch doesn't make me feel like I'm going to be welcomed here So I'm just kind of like, I'm hoping for the best, you know? But hey, listen, it would be lovely to have, it would be lovely to be able to see and kind of like clear up any air, you know, that may or may not like rise, you know. But yeah, especially because here's the thing, my childhood friend is Filipino. What's the harm in trying? Oh yeah, absolutely. It like at the very least, I will say like I have no regrets by doing this. You know what I mean? And if it works out way more than me just going there and just kind of being awkward for an hour. You know what I mean? But this is gonna like hit way harder because of the fact that like her family is very Filipino. So like her family, like she was my connection to my Filipino side with my mom, right? So losing my mom and losing like my best friend, not obviously in the same time frame, but like losing them in like this kind of period, I don't really have that much connection anymore with my Filipino ties. But this is such an interesting like situation. This is such an interesting situation. This all like spanned in like yesterday, right? Also, what am I supposed to give a person who I haven't seen or met in 10 years for their birthday? What am I supposed to get them? Because I don't know. Help. I know that they like Valorant, so I'm kind of hoping to possibly try and get them something Valorant related. But I don't. Tier 3 gift sub is a little silly. That's not it. Also, that is absolutely going to be me saying, "Hey, this is me. I'm LadyOka." Which also that is another thing. This is kind of the other problem. I don't know if she's the same person. Thus meaning, I don't know if me telling her my online persona as LadyOka is going to be a good idea. Right? Because there's no chance she's gonna like dox me. I don't think so. But that doesn't mean I don't believe she would use this information in some way. Right? And that's what I'm kind of worried about. That is genuinely what I'm worried about. Because I mean, here's my big worry. I'm worried, like, especially if she's a streamer as well. As far as my understanding is, she's not a higher streamer than me. She's not like a partner streamer or anything like that. So I'm worried about our previous friendship being something that she will take advantage of. And I don't know how she will behave. But I'm hopeful, because I know the kind of person she was, and I'm hopeful that there is still a part of her in there when I meet her. So, here's to hoping. But I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't know how this birthday is gonna go. And I don't know, in all honesty, it'd be really fucking funny if I met other mutual friends of ours at the party. I don't think so. But it would be really funny if I met mutuals, like old childhood friends. Because here's the thing, right? Here's some background Oka lore, right? The way that our school system worked is you more or less went to the same school with everyone from elementary to like high school. You went to the same school in both ways, or like in all ways, right? There were multiple different like, you know, elementary, middle school, high schools, right? But the thing is that if you lived in city, like, you know, the same city, you more or less are going to the same like location. So I have known so many people from elementary to high school, or beginning of high school, technically, right? So I knew the same exact people. I had been very, very close with the same exact people all the way until I moved in the middle of high school, which sucked for me, but I had no choice in the matter, right? So, like, I knew these people all the way up until, like, from the very beginning, from, like, literal childhood. I knew most of these people from the middle of childhood, or from the beginning of childhood, pretty much. So it's like, it would be really funny if I went over and I saw the most insane group of Asians, and I'm like, oh shit, do I remember you guys? But also, I am kind of also worried, I guess, because I don't know how she's going to react to me being a hijabi now. I don't know how she's going to be reacting to just me in general, etc., etc. But that's a one step at a time. This is Oka's anxiety kind of just rising up, as per usual, you know. So, anyways, that's enough of me yapping about what happened yesterday. So, in summary, today is going to be 4.4. We are going to do 4.4. If we have the free time, we'll see what we're going to do afterwards. But I'm going to be so real with you. I am a little tired, so I'm going to hope and pray that I will be able to make it through this without feeling the big EPs, right? I'm going to hope that I will be able to proceed with this well, right? The next 1, potentially 2 days is going to be a stream that I'm not going to be responding to. It is more for the sake of you guys supporting the stream from my perspective, and also for you guys to kind of be here to, and also for recording purposes of what happened in that stream, or what happened in the tournament, right? So here's hoping for that as well. We're gonna have the tournament sometime 6 or 7-ish or so. I will be basing it off of what happened. I'm pretty much just gonna stream immediately, and again, it's gonna be just me not talking. I don't even know if I'm gonna have my model there. I'm probably going to for the sake of it, but I don't want you guys seeing me get frustrated, because I get frustrated a lot with Valorant, and I would feel bad if that all you're seeing is just me getting like really annoyed with it. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, there is a lot, and I quite mean this literally, there is a lot of things happening in the next several, like, weeks. There's there's several things happening all at once in the next several weeks. We got a big collab happening for Secret Hitler, at the end of July, like the very end of July. We got my childhood friend's birthday next weekend. I got the Valorant tournament this weekend. I'm taking my written exam for my driver's license the end of July. Also, if you guys didn't know, it's Indy's birthday at the beginning of August. So if you guys want to go give Indy lots of love, make sure you guys keep an eye on his birthday coming up. You know? Others. There is me going, it is gonna be a lot of me there is going to be a lot of me trying to do all of the dono stuff that you guys did for the Okathon and so on and so forth, right? So yeah, others. Anyways, what I'm going to do is we're going to run the 3-minute ad break right now, while I drink more water and I actually eat the food that I said I was going to eat and I didn't end up eating. And then afterwards, we are going to actually officially start, Pre-Shadowbringers. I like to call it Pre-Shadowbringers. I know that it's not technically considered Pre-Shadowbringers. Well, it's technically considered Pre-Shadowbringers. It's not actually written as Pre-Shadowbringers. It is Post-Shadowbringers. Sorry, Post-Stormblood, not Post-Shadowbringers. Sorry. Okay, hi, Mason. Hi, I hope you're doing good. I literally just brought up the, I just talked about the Secret Hitler collab that is going to be at the end of the month. I just brought it up real quick. Hi, I hope you're doing good. Okay. Water is sipped. Nudgers. I hope that Secret Elon specifically. Ow! Okay. Stretch. Good. Okay. Like I said, chat, we are gonna go into our 3-minute ad break right now. And then afterwards, we are going to officially start on 4.4 MSQ. I believe it in my heart, and also my neck is aching. Ugh. Me when I get you out first round, listen, it wouldn't be the first time people get me out in the first round. And listen, I know how to play on the defensive. It's called using logic. Even if you don't agree with me, even if I don't agree with you, logic always prevails with that kind of game. In the end, Secret Elon is a numbers game, and that's all you need to know. Anyways, we will run the 3-minute ad break right now. Okay, my lovelies? Me when I get you. What the fuck? Me when I've been gotten. But I hope you guys are doing well. Also, Sunchu, I love you. You are going to go away for a second because I need all of this to be good. I should probably get going then, so I'm not spoiled. Have fun. No worries, Kiwok. I do not know. I guess, I guess what we will be doing... Oh, goodness grief. I got so many random people popping in and out. So, I think what we'll probably be doing is we're probably gonna do Dark Knight for this. Which means I need to get my glam back up. To which, I don't know what glam am I on for... I don't know what glam am I on for this section. This was the monk outfit that we were on. This is the samurai outfit we were on. Obviously, this is my favorite Dark Knight outfit, quite frankly. And to be fair, I do love this outfit, right? But this is not the outfit I need. My healer outfit. Trying to think. We should probably... I think what we should do is we should probably make a new outfit. We should probably make a new outfit. Actually, wait. Hold on. Where is this outfit? Ah, here it is. This outfit. Okay. Where are we going? We're going back to Kugane, are we not? We're going back to Mordana. Am I doing this outfit? Let's figure that out in a second. But also, I want to check to see if any of my stuff sold. Oh yeah, I gotta put my money back because I lost on the house. What sold? Oh my god. Yes, I knew it! This fish would sell! Yes! I literally spent God knows how long trying to fish this up and it sold. Why did this sell for much less? Oh, because I only sold one. Right. Guys, I swear, just find what needs to be used for fishing and just throw it. Like go fishing. Go fish. Hold on. Hold on, wait, I gotta do this as the paladin because it'll have the... Okay, I'm being sent off by my husband. Very happy. Go to... Yeah, I could just teleport, that's fine. Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, and then 1 foot forward. Okay, before we actually start, let's do a little bit of... Oh, whoops. The inn is over here. Before we actually begin our adventure back into 4.4 and back into MSQ. It's been like 2 months since we've done MSQ. So this is gonna be me trying to remember everything. But let's actually get a little bit of a new outfit because we are going into outfit territories. Or we should be going into outfit territories. So I can remove this. Let's figure out. Let's go Dark Knight. And then let's go Ascending. So let's see what will work. What will work? What's our kind of like thematic here? That's a great question. Still love this coat. What kind of like situation are we coming into with this? Oh, this is so cute. Realistically, we should actually probably be back in our Scion outfit, which makes me beg the question. this outfit will probably stand to be our best outfit, actually. So we actually don't need to do any... We don't actually need to get any new design, except maybe get rid of these shoes. Because we got some better glams. I know it. Oh, that's so cute, actually. This is not for these, but that is so cute. Okay, that might be a little too much. But damn, they look nice. If I dye them white, what happens? Hi, Vera. Okay, it's not like the best. If I dye them... Oh, this brown looks really pretty, though, actually. High key. Now, the white needs to be the white here. If I remove this, let's use a little bit cheekier, a little bit cheeked up. There's another pants I have. Not this, not this. That's the skirt. Is it these? What? Huh. I do not remember. Oh my god. Oh wow, actually the Spriggan bottoms are not bad for like shorts. Like dark shorts? That's actually not that bad. Chat. Chat, fashion is necessary. I'm just saying. Fashion is absolutely always necessary. And we have to go. It's Final Fashion 14. I'm just saying. We have to go and do this. It's a necessity. What class is the outfit for? Dark Knight. But to be fair, this is like, to me, it's not a matter of, oh, is this Dark Knight appropriate outfit? This is more of a, what is this story appropriate outfit? Oh yeah, I gotta remember that I have now the false nails. So I gotta use them at some point. Like, well. Bagos. I gotta remember what, like, what did I do last time? This bow is actually pretty cute. I'm just debating if that one's better. Oh my god. Hi, Key. Yeah. We could also continue with the smock here. I don't know. So many pretty outfits. So many pretty outfits. Not enough to— oh my goodness. Wait, that's so cute. Hello? This is so cute. I didn't know I had this. Man, I add so many things into my list, and I just never remember that I have them. Is this the— yeah, this is the Owagi. Okay, that's funny. Let's see. Oh, this is possible to be used here. Okay, hold on. Scar changes. I think I'm thinking. What are we on story-wise? Also, I hate the in music. I hate the in music to high hell. because it makes me so sleepy. Sorry, I'm trying to do something real quick. One second, chat. 1 second. I have to just see something real quick. Me trying to do something on Discord and it being really stupid. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna get it done. Anyways, alright. Okay. Okay, so let's figure out. Are we gonna do this outfit? Our New Year's outfit? I think the last outfit we had was literally this monk outfit. The samurai outfit. You know what? Actually, no, fuck it. Hold on. See, this is Oka's indecisiveness. Like, unbelievably so. We're gonna just go to samurai. I think keeping samurai right now is fine. Because we're not... I want to go Dark Knight when we actually get 2 Shadowbringers. I don't know why I forgot that. I want to keep samurai for the time being until we get into Shadowbringers. And then we'll switch back to Dark Knight. This will also give me enough time for me to actually understand what the hell we're doing. But anyways. Alrighty. My lovelies, we are now going to officially start 4.4. Now, where the hell is this? Oh, I keep forgetting. Hold on. Where is this? Close that. There we go. Rising Stones, my home. Bunny, hello. Alright. Rising Stones, my beloved. Alice, my beloved. We are gonna make sure that the volume... Chat, we're gonna have the game volume a little bit higher. Alright, Alice, my beloved. What do you have for me now, darling? Oh, lady. If you've come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Your Stola is still investigating primals in the Far East, Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphano is still out there somewhere. Really? There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls, and all the while I'm just meant to sit around here waiting? It's driving me mad. I'm begging your pardons. I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance. What's going on with the Alliance now? Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Asian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seven Dawn. Well, that's a shame. Half of us are gone. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamegan resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos remains, they too suspect Asian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. I need to drink water. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your orders council could be most welcome. Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us, by which I mean I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Of course. I'd rather not. No, of course I will. There you have it. We accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo by your leave. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? I don't know. Who is this? Oh. Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Did I hear that, Riol? Did I hear that right, Riol? Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Garlean territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in, so he said he'd head back as quickly as he could and to make sure someone was waiting for him in Alamigan Quarter. Understood. Lady and I will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. Right. The start of 4.4 is here. Let's go. Whoops. I was about to dash off over to the samurai quest. Also, I hope you're doing well, Eldon. Welcome in. Gotta fly over. Whoosh. Here we go. Thancred! At least you're here alive. You two are sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Traipsing through the Imperial territory is thirsty work. Thancred, my man! How are you?
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
Our efforts in Kugane have paid off.
Spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamigan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire.
Let's go!
That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself...
Oh, I don't like that music turning off. Oh no.
Our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal.
Oh my god.
And the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that.
Oh, goodness grief.
Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Xenos is back. Back again.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin.
Ascian's back. Tell a friend. We're getting back into the Ascian timeline again.
That which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination.
Which may be the worst
As
thing you
know,
can say to his
Scions
sister
assigned to
right
covert
now.
Operations such as Riol and myself are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
Oh no.
You spoke with Alphonse?
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
Huh?
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there.
I'll say always quick to know.
There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
And quick to move.
I had a feeling you might say that.
Is that a good idea for us to do, though?
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphonse's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
I mean, yeah, you can't kind of stop her. I'm gonna be so real. We really shouldn't be stopping her. We can only make the journey a little bit easier.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
We gotta go save little brother. Come on. Let's go. He's been stuck in the white sands for too long. Loath though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphino's trail goes cold. I propose we first visit... Wait. I propose we first pay Hien a visit. He's sure to hear... I'm just skipping everything in my brain, aren't I? Goodness. I love this version of Thancred compared to ARR. When was the last time he took a bath? Hi, Variable. I hope you're doing good, by the way. When Minfilia was here? Real. I propose we first pay Hien a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. A sound plan. And Y'shtola's in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. While you see to all that, I shall go and report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the Council to me. At least we have Thancred to do so. Thank you, Thancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much and more to share with Y'shtola. Alright, we go see wife. Or as many people like to say, mother. We need to probably go from the Doman Enclave. That'll be cheaper for us to do in the long run. It's been so long since I've gone through these parts of the game. How much of this game, or how much of this gameplay is bringing back memories to you guys? Oh. Oh, literally in the Doman Enclave. Okay. We gotta go this way. Perfect outfit then, it looks like. Although, let me hide my weapon here. It'll be easier. A lot of memories. I have like the worst yawns right now. Oh, hold on. Wait, 2 seconds, chat, before we start. Hold on. I got a text message that I need to look at. One second. One second. My sister's asking for if I want food, and I'm like, yay. Looks. What? I am so yawny. Please send help, chat. Chat, what can I do about the yawnies? I cannot eep. The eepiness cannot get to me. I don't know. I don't know what I would want here. If any. Okay. We're gonna send a quick text, chat, and then we're gonna continue. Goodness grief. I am hating these websites so much right now. Okay. Well. Okay. If my sister argues with me about the freaking menu, then so be it. She sent me a, what do you want from here? And I'm like, I don't know. Get me this thing, I guess. Alrighty. No EP, but I'm EP! That is curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady. You are most kind. Well, well, two faces from the diamond distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Upon learning that I had some knowledge of Aether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now, he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy, and eerily reminiscent of the de-aspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. We would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. Also, chat, you are able to see, like, all the construction that's currently been going on in the background that I've been doing off-screen. The Doman Enclave will soon be complete. Doman Enclave restoration. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. Well, what can I say? More an interest in than a liking to, I think. The sight of a Mikote with a particular contraption upon her head has a certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report that I have all but concluded my investigations. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an ether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct summoning. So the fact that they are objects of worship is the key. They are themselves suffused with the requisite belief. Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obviate the need for religious fervor in the summoner. Yotsuyu being the most obvious example. She had but to allocate or associate the artifacts given to her by Asahi with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them form. A form nourished through the power of crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know of naught that will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. But I doubt you all came this way to hear what may be perused in a report. Has something happened to Alphino? Yes. You see, he's kind of stuck right now, and we're trying to get him unstuck from the White Sands. I shall join you in the search, of course. Thank you, Y'shtola. I should be glad of your help, truly. Now, if there is nothing else, I shall go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien. Alyssa puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Kienkan. The eepiness will not get to me. We will go and speak to Lord Hien. Lord Hien, please. I beg of you, give us counsel here. Greetings, my friend. Alyssa has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search, even if Alphino's trail does lead to the burn of all places. It is done! Feel the burn. That's so funny. Okay, Chief. Also, let's make this as obnoxious as possible. Just gonna be randomly here in the middle. Oh, this is where it is normally? Nope. Well, it's now in the middle. Hien is mulling over the details of Alphino's link protocol. The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings saw it bled dry of aether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that Primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The Burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphino may have gone there? Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind as Alisaie. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the considerable distances involved, 'tis best we went by bird. Right. Lady and I have our yoles. Yugiri, will you ready falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce, there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. Alrighty. Time for us to go. Gonna go feel the burn. Time to try and get our little brother back. Whoosh. Alrighty. Oh, hey! Hey, guy! I've seen you far too many times. What are you doing over here? Go away. Go away, A-Rank. If everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There is no civilization to speak of for 100 malms in any directions. Take care you do not lose your way. The burn, now accessible. Hello? It's a duty? Okay. Okay. Chat, is there anyone who wants to join? Looks at the people who have joined. Is there anyone who wishes to join for the burn? Oh, I knew it. Bonk. Aight. It's a dungeon. Okay. Interesting aspect. Okay. I can if you need a body. Sure, if you want to join in. The temptation. The temptation. The temptation. Like, it's not the worst idea, right, chat? It's not the worst idea. He's here to greet us, though. I do not know. Mentor has returned. I don't know if we're gonna have another person with us or not. Here. Airship mount immediately parks. Okay. I can join if y'all need. This is a dungeon, so it's 4 people, right? I have someone messaging me that they'll join. I'm not sure. Okay. I got a 4th person potentially. It's gonna be one of 2 people. I'm gonna make them fight it out. Did I hear dungeons? Yes. Hi, Alden. I hope you're doing good. We want the A rank? I'm not sure. I always feel bad about taking A ranks, especially beyond Stormblood, or not Stormblood. Anything beyond ARR. Because what if Adamantoise is going to do a run right now, you know? What if there's gonna be an Adamantoise train that's happening right now? What am I looking at? I'd come in support, but I think Adamantoise is usually full at this time. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm running away for a second. Everyone scatter! Get away from me! Alrighty. Alrighty, we got 4 people. Let's just triple check to make sure. Oh. He wants round 2, guys! There we go. Ready, check. Alrighty. We have our XPs and everything situated. The Bird, level 70 dungeon. It would be really funny if we saw our friends in like the background flying with us here.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
Oof. Sandstorm! Oh no.
Land where you can! We must wait out the storm!
Go down! Oh! Oh, the music's already so good. Oh, I'm so in love with the music. Eat. We're here! Wow, so pretty. Okay. You know what this reminds me of? Unironically, this does remind me of the first scene in Final Fantasy 16. Where Clive is going through, what's called? Like, watching the war and trying to not get hit by Titan or Shiva. Right. It's been a hot second since I've played Samurai. Alrighty. Oh, the music's so nice. It has that kind of momentum, like monumentum kind of behavior. The crescendo and everything. Oh, so nice. But it's not the kind of like, it's not the kind of like, oh. It's not the kind of like song that makes you sleepy. Wait, that is not the right one. Oopsies. What did I just click on? It's not the kind of music that makes you sleepy, but it's the kind that like keeps you kind of almost calm. It makes you feel peaceful. I actually like this a lot. This is visually so pretty too. Drop. Very visually super pleasing to the eye. Alright, ready? And now the burn music is no longer here. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Vulnerable. It's like the Fenrir fight. Okay. Gonna jump back? No? Let's not get into their line of sight there. There we go. Now back to the good music. Also, what do these look like? They're a bit chunky. Especially for Dragoon armor. Oh, and this is now vastly a different scene. We went from this like very pretty environment to this kind of stainless steel cold armor or cold metal behavior. Okay. The burn music though still keeps hitting. Love that. There we go. What? Jump. Okay, we're back to the elements. I would think. There is so much of you little gremlins. Hello? And one giant gremlin. Now we're back to our sterile environment. Okay, next section. Oh. Hello? Oh, it's an earring. I was like, oh, what's this? Looks. Why can't I see? Okay. Okay. Reinforcements required. Buzz deploying auxiliary drones. Ow. What the hell? Ah! Okay, good to note. I actually was right in what I was thinking. My friends, not so much. What class am I going into Shadowbringers with? Very likely going to be Dark Knight until I kind of get the feel of what class would best suit me for the storyline. It kind of like it'll change as we get closer to true Shadowbringers. I just don't know what feels right for sure. Okay, well that was wasteful for them. Okay, this is gonna go down in like a second. Bonk. I will always say that I hate the fact that I can't get rid of that. Almost all of my classes are level 70, by the way. Dark Knight might go hard in Shadowbringers thematically. Yeah, I'm going to have Dark Knight as my starter, and then I'm gonna see what will follow up from there. We'll mix it up as we proceed. I just need to see how it goes, obviously. I don't know what behavior kind of comes from that. I don't know what the game is going to throw at me for me to think now would be a good time for me to know which class I'm gonna go. I just know that Dark Knight seems like it will work out, at least for the time being. So that's what we may stay on for a little bit. Go. This is so pretty, by the way. So unbelievably pretty. I love it. Let's not get hit by gigantoworms. I'm still afraid of spiders, but killing them at the very least is just a little bit easier to manage. Ugh. I've killed so much of this specific red spider, it's not been fun doing Centurion train raids. Goodness. Okay, what is this? Okay. Is it gonna be like giant worm? Pops up from the ground. Oh. Who are you? What are you? Is that a dragon? Oh my god. Wait, that's so pretty. They're so pretty. That's such a pretty design. Oh, I love slide. That looks like a fallable territory. I. Okay, ice pillar, star ice pillar. Dragon dissolved into strike the mist is futile. To do so would incur it. Destroy the draconic regards to form it. Oh, these. Ah! Of course I get rocked! Why am I rocked? This design for a boss is so pretty. For sure. The music is always top tier. Always lovely. Two-second limit break. And I leveled up. Goodbye, dragon. Such a pretty design. Seriously, such a pretty design. Not just this map, but also that like boss. So pretty. All right. And look, my actual team is here. What the heck? And I got a new Hisatsu. I got what? This one delivers an attack with a potency of 800. She's a recast hammer with Gurren. We got this section. Where is Hisatsu Gurren? Ah. I might be a little silly here. Okay, well, anyways, you're gonna go that way. Actually, no. You're a damage dealer. I automatically put you there. There we go. GG's. Okay. What is this scene?
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first.
Oh, you're right. I haven't finished my samurai quest, so that's why Gurren hasn't shown up yet.
Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
Oh, we found the vessel. We found that it crashed. He's not dead. Well, come now. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Oh?
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle. There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
There's no sign of Alphino, nor of Maxima and his people.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here! The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
Oof.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphino is his prisoner?
Oh, Alice is so worried. We don't know that yet. Alphino is fine, I'm sure of it. Which one? What would I say? Alphino is fine, I'm sure of it. Regardless of whether it's true or not.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphino is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
That's a statement that answers both of my choices, whichever one I chose. That's funny.
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphino is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Hmm. Oh, Han.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
She's so worried. For good reason, but she's so worried. Oh. I don't think we've ever seen her this worried before. Well, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due a good brushdown and a treat or two, wouldn't you? Shadows in the Empire. I had hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it would seem duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Do not let us keep you then. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least none I should be happy to receive. Of course, if you think it will be useful. Thank you. Now, let us return to my manor then. Meow meow. Alright. We went from one journey to another. I will say, I thought that the burn was going to be an actual location and not just a dungeon. So it is kind of unfortunate, I will say, that the burn in all its beauty is unable to really be like a location we step foot in. At least maybe... No, I wouldn't even say for the time being. I'm fairly certain we just don't step foot in at all. Which kind of is unfortunate. And I say not at all, I mean like just location-wise, not dungeon-wise. But, it's okay. Little Hoshafon paying attention to the meeting. Yeah, he's taking notes. He's protecting with his shield. Everyone's worried about LSA. Ah!
Lise, what brings you here?
I wanted to see my wife.
Oh,
Is that so
Alliance
bad?
business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hien.
It's been a good
But that
minute,
can wait.
Lise.
They told me you were out searching for Alphino. Did you manage to pick up his trail? Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphino embarked on this journey as an emissary of Dorma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency. Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well, someone has to do it.
Everyone's trying to cheer her up. Oh, it's always so interesting how much,
There is
with
one thing
everything
I'm
that's
not sure
happened,
about,
we
though.
always forget that Alphino and Alice are very
You said
young.
it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varus's blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varus's orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family, the Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a Dorman citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters.
Man, this shit sucks.
But come,
I just say
niece,
out loud.
you have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance.
Let's go.
To make it official and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
Let us have peace, Ascian, please. I was nomming during that cutscene, but like this whole thing is like the whole thing is so interesting. We were so close to like brokering some form of peace, or at least the start of potential peace. But then the Ascians have to go and fuck it up again, don't they? God damn it. But it's okay. We will do our best to try and, like, fix everything here, right? We'll try our best to make sure everything is safe and sound. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matters of Doma's defenses. You are welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Asians are concerned, naught may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lise. Even if it was on official business, I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say, and soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on too. Till the meeting then. Hello, I'm the one who's been working on the Enclave too. I'm the one who's giving my money to them. At least a little bit of consideration here. Lady, I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go. In private, please. Sure. Go on, my friend. I will send for Hakuro and the others in the meantime. Okay. Great, I'll wait for you at the docks. Having another heart-to-heart with Lise. Let's go. Med, thank you so much for giving a sub to Lava, by the way. Thank you, thank you. And Med, thank you so much for giving a sub also to Gray as well. Thank you for giving it to your friends. And welcome to the ad-free viewings. Oh, hi! Sorry, hold on. I forgot that the party was still up. Oopsies. How much money did I give to this damn Enclave? That's a great question. I wonder. And it's raining, darling. Darling, wasn't the last time we also talked with one another it was raining? Is there something you need, Lise? Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alice, she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. Yes. The Alice I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance, and Alice has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't, but she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Leave it to me. Thank you, lady. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you only need ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Alamigo. Take care of yourself in the rain. Bye-bye. Bye, Ann. Shit, she forgot to bring her umbrella. I go back. Oh, wait, we could go this way. Did I do my donations this week? Yes. The answer is yes. It's soaking wet here, please. Let me get back inside. Ah, it's nice and toasty. Hi, Ian. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin. Right. Yep. We need defenses. For a long time. We're going to. Yep.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, Yugiri, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea.
Oh no. This ought to be good.
'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire.
Is he gonna say we're going to join the
And
Eorzean
it was
Alliance?
only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning
Oh.
her freedom.
Oh.
So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own.
A Doman Alliance? That'd be interesting. It's not
In
the
addition
worst
to those
thing.
with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Tsunosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Asian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out?
Yeah, this kind of thing is like
Not that
a
anyone has
long
forgotten, but
time
the
to
Garleans have
make.
airships, lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies. During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
I'm glad
Oh?
you're acknowledging that I saw it too, apparently.
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship.
Yep. We're gonna try and
It
mimic
occurred to
that.
me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
That's right.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the Burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Dorma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the Burn.
I see.
Okay, that's smart.
A
Do we have the
word of
time for
caution.
this?
Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy.
Yes, that is very true.
And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the Burn.
Also true. How are we gonna do a crystal transfer over here?
A source of energy.
Summon another primal!
Tell me.
That'll sure help.
Did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
A curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe.
Okay.
Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
So we're gonna go over... We're going to be like, hey, Poked Fingers, lovelies, we need some fuel, but also at the same time, would you like some alliances as well? We need to take some fuel from you, but also alliances, nudders, Poked Fingers. Okay. I want to continue this, but I am actually getting sleepy. So, this section is gonna be a part 2, but I will continue this next part next week, which I think this is the technical halfway mark for 4.4, which I know is actually short. 4.4 only has like 4.4 only has like about 7 quests, but I am gonna take a breather here, and yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the time being. Okay, so. I appreciate you guys, and I am actually gonna be very excited going through these next coming quests. Being able to see the Dome and Alliance form, especially when we never got to actually witness the Eorzean Alliance form officially, because they already had the Alliance. So seeing like how these different people like come together to be able to get protection. And so on and so forth. This will be fun. It'll be fun to see the Domans be able to kind of like work together and bring themselves strong here. And it'll be nice to be able to see another alliance, another political aspect in this series. But this is a good stopping point, I feel, for the time being. Also because I am very eepy, and the tournament practice earlier today has kicked my butt in regards to sleep. So I have not gotten that much sleep and not that much energy to spend. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you. And I will continue this on next week. Okay, that's the recording done, and I have so much I need to like cut out from that recording anyways. But I don't know if I'm gonna stitch it as 2 parts or if I'm gonna I see I'm not able to talk anymore, chat. I don't know if I'm gonna put them together as 2 parts or if I'm going to keep them separated. Sorry. Opposite. I don't know if I'm going to put them together as 1 part or if I'm going to keep them separated as a 2-parter, but I'll see. I also don't know how I'm going to kind of like design that, but we will test it out for sure. Okay, I'm seeing who to raid into right now. But yeah, I am unfortunately very eepy. I am very eepy, so. You didn't? Do you have time for a nap? I'm gonna have time for a nap right now. I am forcing myself to have time for a nap right now. But yeah, we're gonna have a time. Not theirs. I literally went into the scrim with like 3 hours of sleep. I tried to take 1 hour of rest. I got like 30 minutes before the scrim. So my scrim time wasn't the best. But yeah, I'm gonna take a nap right now, and then tomorrow I will have all the time in the world before I have to do stuff. My sister's calling me, so I'm going to raid on off and talk to you guys later. I hope you have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for a good Friday. I know it was a short stream, but it do be that way sometimes. Anyways, bye-byes. Bye-byes.